One of the first phrases that I heard when I broke into sales came from a guy who was our vice president of services, but in fact he was an old-time sales guy and a very, very good salesman. And we were talking about a prospect and doing what we could do to move them along. And, you know, the deal was kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. And we were kind of brainstorming. And he said to me, he said, you know, Bobby, he said, there are only two reasons why people don't buy from you. Number one, they don't think they're sick. Or number two, they don't think you're a doctor. So which is it? Which is it? And I'm going, I don't think these people think they're sick. He said, well, you need to fix that, because if people don't think there's a problem, then they're not even going to bother to evaluate whether you're competent. You're so busy trying to prove that you're competent, you haven't taken the time to allow your prospect to recognize that they're sick. And I've thought about that. That was 40 years ago, believe it or not. Thought about that for 40 years, and of course, he's right. And what's interesting is that when we're in situations where our prospects are coming to us, you know, we didn't discover them. Maybe they were found by inside sales. Maybe they found the website. They've raised their hand and they've said, we're interested in what you do. It's very natural for you as the salesperson to say, oh, these guys know they're sick. I don't need to spend any time on that. And that's a huge mistake, because they may think they've got a problem to solve, and they're right about that, but they have no idea what the implications of that problem are. And so if you allow them to stay with that initial perspective, then you never get around to being able to relate the true value of what it is that you've got and how they can benefit by it. So, when somebody comes to you and they're expressing interest in your product, don't think that they understand how important it is or how sick they are. Don't skip the selling step of having your buyer identify to you exactly why it's important and how that can impact them. And don't just do this with the first person that you talk to. You need to get everyone along the line that's involved, that has a vested interest, for them to articulate why they believe they need to fix what they need to fix. And don't ever skip it when you finally get to the C-suite. Those people will have the biggest, the most important, the most valuable reasons. They will be the sickest of them all. Don't forget that. Thanks for listening.